Okay, so I've done making all the changes pretty much, right? So just to show, the target platform is macOS, so it is set to macOS, and the reference resolution is now set to 2560 by 1600. However, the images were sent to me were 1920 by 1080. You can see here, right? So we have to stretch the images a little bit to fit it on screen. There's no other way to actually fit the smaller images on a bigger screen, right? Um, so I fixed the bugs that you found as well. So if we hit play, just turn this down. Okay, so if we hit play, the game starts and you can see the sizing is correct, but the images are a bit stretched vertically, right? Um, so initially the game is in setup mode. So this is where you edit and, set the board up. So if you want to multi-select, you just hold down left shift and then you just click with your mouse on basically left click on items and you can select, and then let go of your left shift and it's going to bring you to the edit screen. Right here you can say something like test edit. I can upload an image even. Let's see, I have a test item image, so that's that, and then hit done, and then you can see the images are uploaded. And then once you hit start, it's going to put the game in play mode basically. So this is the show stage where you're showing the audience all the items, right? And then you hit enter, and that is going to play the transition video. And then the transition video plays, and you hit enter again. The game goes into the board screen again. So I was told to make this screen not hide the items, but initially on the very first iteration of the game, you told me to make it so you hide the items when you press enter for the second time. But for now, the hiding is disabled, so all the items are visible, right? And then you hit enter again, it's going to go into shuffle mode. So starts shuffling. It will keep shuffling until you press enter again, and it will start to slow down the shuffling, and then pick one of the numbers, and then basically reveal the item on that slot, right? And then you hit enter again, it brings you back there, and the item is crossed out, right? And let me just reset it. Another thing is if you go into settings now, you can change the cell count. So for example, instead of 40, I can set it to 20, and you can see that decreases to 20 cells only. Or set it to something like 24, and you can see that fits nicely in the frame, right? And I've fixed the settings, so now you can upload images. For example, I'll upload a background image, test PG. Yep, so that works. You can load a transition video, so I'll just go with this default idle, I guess. Okay, and now if I go back, you can see the whole frame changes, right? One thing to note is the reason you couldn't you had the bug before was because when the reveal panel was open, if you close the settings panel, it causes a conflict. However, I've made it so you cannot close the panel until the file is chosen or the upload panel is canceled, right? Then you can close. Yeah, that's that. And I've also added an option to change the glow effect or enable the glow effect. So currently the light is glowing, but if you just hit that, and it's going to uncheck it, and then you can see the light is no longer glowing. And this way, for example, if you set it to not glow and then upload a different light image that's a different color, let's see, test light image, no, trying to find image that will work well. Just try this, the icon image. Okay, so if I set that as the light image and then close it, you can see that it doesn't glow, and because of that, it actually looks better. However, if you set it to glow, you'll see that all the detail is basically lost and you can't really see anything, right? So that's that. And also, I've added the ability to change colors. So for example, the description font color. So if I set it to something greener, And then the number font color, set it to something red. Then hit enter, I guess, right? And then just close. And then if I go back to the upload panel, you can see these are changed, right? And also, if I go to shuffle, so for example, shuffle, you can see the shuffle number, the color has also changed, right? Yep, right. And then let's just reset. Also, if you hit idle, it puts the game in the video animation again. Also, I was told to make it not loopable by Will, so the video doesn't loop. Also, you have to press enter once the video is done. Press enter to move on to the game screen again. So let me know how that works for you. And you can see the position of the lights are also fixed. And that's for this resolution, right? 2560, your resolution. Also, when you quit the game, it saves the images. So the only thing it doesn't save is the transition video. So every time you load it into the game, you need to like load the transition video in again. So let's see. So you can see I changed that, and yeah. And then you can hit enter to exit out of that transition video. Just reset. Okay, that's basically it. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm going to send it to you. I can actually, I guess, send it to you now. No, actually, I have to upload the video first. Okay. Yeah, let me know how that works for you now.